What is up, L's and G's? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we've got some really big news, and by big news I mean essentially the reveal of like an entire set all at once here. Yesterday we got a little promotional video by Konami highlighting some of the cards from Ghosts from the Past, and then today we had a bunch of Yu-Gi tubers opening their own boxes of Ghosts from the Past and pretty much revealing the entire set. We have every single card revealed here, so we're going to be going through the entire list that I have here for the cards, talking about, you know, what's good, what's not, and then overall giving you my thoughts on the set as a whole and what I'm excited for, what I'm not excited for, all that kind of shenanigans. So let's start off from the top and let's just work our way down. This is a long set, so I'm kind of going to skim a little bit here, starting off with the new stuff at the very beginning of the set. You're going to find this is like all selection 10 stuff, right? You have the vampire card, you have the two Laval cards, whatever, the two hieratic cards, the two Shadal cards. That actually, I think as far as like relevancy goes, these two are going to be like the biggest ones here. Definitely going to keep an eye on these. I think Genius immediately has a spot in Shadal's. Not sure if Hollow will have a spot, but we'll keep an eye on it. You have the new Necros card. That's actually a pretty good card. We could easily see maybe this card is the little boost that Necros Drytron needed, right? We've seen some people mess around with that, but it hasn't really translated competitively, but that could be something cool. You got two new Fairy Tale cards. Cool, they pair with Charmers fine, but that's about it. Galaxy Eyes Cypher X Dragon. This is a cool new like Galaxy Eyes rank card that, you know how they do, they just like overlay on top of each other and overlay on top of each other. He adds to that, which is cool. Two Time Thief cards. This is a Juster as well, which is, I believe, was a promo in the OCG, not part of the selection 10. So it's cool that we're getting these both here at the same time. So Double Bear and Adjuster, nice little buffs to Time Thieves. Then we have the entire Sun Seed, Sun Vine, Sun Avalon, whatever you want to call this this deck. It's a cool like plant spam deck. I don't think it's very good competitively, but if you like plants, maybe later down the line, and I've already started kind of looking at this because of the Link monster, the Link 4 that's really good that we're gonna get in Lightning Overdrive. I've been looking at like just generic plant stuff because I do think like just plant spam could be an interesting archetype down the line, but we'll keep an eye out for that. Next up, we have a ton of cards for Starry Night. This was previously known as the Holy Knights, but now they are Starry Night. I kind of like it. I probably prefer Holy Knight, but I'm with Starry Night. I don't hate it. Really cool archetype. Kind of reminds me of what are they called? Teller Knights, but like worse. So take that for what it's worth. It's a cool archetype, it's fun, but I don't think it's particularly good either. Then we have the new Dragoonity cards. Now this I do think is relevant because if some certain stuff gets hit for Dragon Link, and people are presuming Dragon Link already for this format to be the best deck in the game, if we see some hits to Dragon Link, I do think there's a decent possibility that Dragoonity may still be live, depending on what they hit. It really depends on what they hit, but if they hit certain stuff that hurts Dragon Link more, then maybe Dragoonity rises up as the best Dragon variant. I don't know. We also got, I think, like 2 or 3 cards here that were promos in the OCG as well, which is really cool, so we don't have to worry about getting those somewhere else. And I think finishing up the new cards, we have Shooting Star Dragon TGEX and Red Supernova Dragon. Cool synchro monsters that the OCG got, I believe that we never got, so cool, I'm with that. And then we get to the reprint. So 45 new cards, and the other, whatever it is, 87 or whatever, are reprints. So going down the line, we see some reprints for archetypes that we see support here from like the selection 10 stuff. So a couple Laval cards here, the Volcano Handmaiden, the Dragon, and the Molten Conduction Field. A bunch of hieratic cards. I mean, you go from Aset, Tefnuit, Atum, Overlord of Heliopolis, Heavenly Spheres. Now, this is the first amazing reprint here. This card I've been going up and up and up and up. This is the backbone of what Dragon Link does. If they can't combo, a lot of times, even through multiple hand traps, they can still make a Spheres, and that can get them there. So this is like a 2, sometimes even a 3 of in Dragon decks at the moment. So this card's insane. Happy that it's getting a reprint, though, because this card I've been going up and up and up and up and up. Really nice. We also see the hieratic seal of Convocation, Supremacy, Banishment, Reflection, From the Ashes. So a bunch of hieratic cards. I don't know how good I really think they are, but cool, I guess. I guess. I don't even know if we needed any of these. Next up, Galaxy Eye Cipher Blade Dragon. Just cool. It's a cool one. I mean, it's a couple bucks, so maybe this will be the cheapest version there. Then we get something cool that I'm actually very happy personally. I don't know if it's the best thing for the set, but I do really like this. We have from Winder, Bezel Ship, Regulator, Chrono Quarter, Redoer, Perpetua, Hack, Startup, Flyback, and Retrograde. All Time Thief cards are going to Ultra Rare. So now the deck is getting a huge rarity bump. Literally, the whole deck is getting a rarity bump. I love it. Okay. Like, I don't know. This has definitely felt like one of those decks, especially when it was like performing almost competitively with like the Lunalight deck. Like, this was like an adjacent meta strategy, and the whole deck was commons, which is cool because it's like super budget, but this is super budget too. It just looks nicer and shiny. So awesome. Love that they finally went and did this. We could have gotten this a long time ago, but still I'm happy we're getting it nonetheless. I also see reprints for Seiyaru and Hyozenryu, Arc Brave Dragon, just basic stuff for the basic level 7 light dragons for the Starry Knights. Dragoonity Phalanx, that's actually a really good reprint. Like, the cheapest copy of Phalanx was like $5-6, and that was the lowest rarity. The higher rarities are way more expensive. So that's actually nice because it's being played in Dragon Link. We have Gigantes. This is a nice rarity bump, ultra rare. Armed Dragon level 10, that's an amazing collector's reprint. Now, I'm not a collector, so this isn't really a card for me, but anybody who loves the Armed Dragons and wants to have them, this card's kind of cool to have a reprint for Armed Dragon level 10, because that card was getting absurd. Even if you don't want this card, it will hopefully deflate some of the other copies, just adding, you know, volume to the market. Miss Valley, Baby Rock, Evil Thorn, cool reprint, only a common before, I believe. Mine Mole, Photon Thrasher, Madolche Pudding Cess, that's another good one. I think the cheapest copy of Pudding Cess before this was like $11 to $12, and that's just a one-of that you don't even like want to play, but it's kind of necessary in Madolche. So this is really nice, definitely. As somebody who has like almost all the Madolche core except for Pudding Cess, I'm actually happy about that. Tackle Crusader, nice rarity bump. Thestalos, the Mega Monarch, fine. Recover, kind of a cool reprint there. Raid Raptor Tribute Lanius, that's actually really big. This card only had one printing prior, so this card's been sitting at like $20 for a minute. Definitely happy about that. Got Cosmo Tin Can, Cosmo Dark Lady. These are also really good. Again, only one printing for these so far. So Tin Can's like $15 to $20. Dark Lady's like $13-14. So that's really huge there for Cosmo. For people who like just love Cosmo but want to play at a little more budget, that'll help you there. Rare Metal Foes Bismugear, kind of a weird one because Bismugear I think has a super already, so fine, I guess. Backup Secretary, new high rarity there. Salamangreat Falco, that's good. I think Falco might have been one of the few Salamangrates that didn't have a higher rarity. Danger Thunderbird, that's a like $8 danger that now can be much more cheap and affordable for any deck wanting to play that. Very cool. Madolche Petting Sessor, this is a card that was common before, finally getting a reprint, so this will be hollow, match the rest of the deck. Very nice. Foul, kind of same thing as Falco, needed a rarity bump there. Dragon Knight, Draco Equist. I don't know how relevant this is. I don't think this card is needed this. This is definitely a slot. I'm like, what? Then we get to some other Metal Foes. Orichalcum Thrilium already have hollow printing, so I'm not sure if I really agree with these as well. Meteor Black Comet Dragon, that's a cool like nostalgia card for sure. I don't know the price on this, but maybe this is another one like Armed Dragon level 10, like one of those collector's cards. It's kind of nice. Buster Dragon, this one's really cool. I'm really glad Buster Dragon, because this is like a rogue deck, right? We've seen Buster Blader perform really well, so it's really nice to see a staple must-play card like this that's been going up and up and up. Only one printing, up and up and up. Finally get a reprint here. Hopefully it won't be like crazy short print or anything. We also have Artifact Durendal, Dark Requiem Exceed. Requiem's pretty nice. The common was like $1 to $2, but this will be a hollow printing that's not like $10+ like all of them are so far. So that'll hopefully be nice there. And then we get full Metal Foes reprint. So all the commons, right? Steel and Silvered. Obviously, we already have supers for Gold Driver and Volflame, but I think some of the other cards got reprinted too. Madolche Fresh Sistart, again, another nice rarity upgrade. Update Jammer, nice. Splash Mage, nice. Salvage, nice. Gear Town, I'm not sure what Gear Town's print history is or pricing. I don't know. all too well. Emergency teleport, that's another cool one. People have been talking about for a couple ban lists now. The OCG has 2 emergency teleport, and they've had 2 teleport. Are we going to get it to 2? This printing kind of makes me think it might. Ojama Country, this is a card that's always been a couple bucks because it's like Ojama. Some people love Ojamas. It's strange. It's a weird cult following. Miracle Synchro Fusion, fine. Mass Change and Mass Change 2. This might give us the availability of having like hollow printings of these cards that aren't like crazy expensive, which is not terrible. Resonator Engine, Resonator Call, fine. XYZ Burst, Medolce Chateau, that's a rarity upgrade. Metal Foes Fusion, another one I don't understand. This card was already like a super. Orchestrated Return. This card as a secret was mad expensive at certain points. So if Orchest ever does come back, this actually may be a nice reprint to have. Royal Prison, not entirely sure on that card's history either. Monarchs Erupt. Fogblade, that's a really nice one too. Fogblade, if you didn't want like, I think Fogblade has a common printing. If you didn't want the commons, they actually get like really expensive. So that's really nice for Phantom Knight players. Cosmojo, that's a card that was like almost 20 bucks for a while from Cosmos. So that's another printing that they'll appreciate. Metal Foes Counter and Combination. Not Combination, I think Combination was a super, but Counter is like the better one and it's common. So nice that we're finally getting an Ultra there. Evenly Matched. So this one I think, as well as like Heavenly Spheres, are like the 2 biggest reprints in the set. And it kind of pains me to say that, but it is nice that we're getting an Evenly Matched. Hopefully it's not super underprinted or anything. Terror of Trisha Luff, a reprint of this immediately out of the structure deck is kind of crazy, but they just wanted it hollow, I guess. And then, of course, you have your Ghost Rares, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Firewall Dragon, and BLS Soldier of Chaos. Woo! Okay, so there's our 132 card set. Kind of went through everything, gave my opinions on that. Overall, where do I think this set comes? I really kind of think it's a letdown. When I think of Dual Overload and Dual Power, our 2 most recent March reprint sets, they were insane. We got insane reprints that had really like brought down the value of stuff that was really amazing. We got stuff like Halki Fibrex. We got stuff like Verte Anaconda, Union Carrier, these new meta changing cards in some of these sets. I don't think these new cards really change like the landscape of Yu-Gi-Oh that much, and I don't think the reprints are that crazy. There's a lot of like random older reprints that are nice for the people that love Cosmos, nice for people that like Time Thieves, great rarity bumps, right? You know, and random stuff like that. But I mean, like as far as meta stuff, I mean, they could have easily printed some of the slightly older meta stuff to make, like, I don't know, the metagame a little more affordable. I get it. They're probably saving that stuff for stuff like, what is it? Battles of Armageddon or whatever it is. I can't remember what those sets are called. Or the Megatins. Right, so they might be saving them for those, but still, man, you got to sell this set some way. So, like, the Ghost Rays are a great chase point. Some cards in here, you know, Evenly Matched and Heavenly Spheres and I guess like Buster Dragon, stuff like that. Those are nice chases. And then other than that, it's like, I guess some people are going to be wanting to pick up some of these cards. I really hope like the Shaddolls aren't like crazy short printed, because Shaddolls are good, man. They're top tier meta. And if they short print these could easily end up getting like the Schism treatment. Not even highest rarity in the set, but still end up being expensive just because of how good the deck is and how hard the cards were to pull. So I don't know. I feel like the set's fine. I don't think it's amazing. It's fine at best, but yeah, it's fine. A couple cards I'm looking for, definitely the Shaddolls, definitely the Time Thieves, and then a couple reprints here and there. I mean, Medolce, maybe Hieratic Seal. I think I have 2, but I might try and scoop a 3rd there. And then some reprints here and there. I do need a 3rd evenly match, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, I'm not going crazy for this set. I really think it's fine. I'm going to pick up a handful of cards, but that's it. Unfortunately, it's just a little underwhelming. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the set. Still cool, still excited because we're going to get this, and then we're actually going to start getting sets like pretty quick after this. So once we make it through April, we're actually going to start getting sets like fairly quickly. post like April and like late May. So really excited to get to that point. But of course, the format's still good. I'm still excited for the format and like playing decks and stuff. I'm not that worried about that, but I do think this set overall is a letdown. Let me know in the comment section down below though, guys, what are your thoughts on this set? Do you think it hits better than I think? Maybe is it just specific to you? Maybe you just love some of these archetypes, you know, the new ones, you know, Starry Knights and Sun Vines and Sun Avalons. Maybe you love Dragoonity, 8 new Dragoonity cards, like a lot of weird stuff that you could like. I just don't think the average player is going to like more than 15 cards out of this 132 card set. And I think that makes it miss the mark for me. So yeah, that's gonna do it from here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff from me in the future, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.